Here we go, boys. The patch notes for the 23rd of January 2020. Let's go through them together and see what is gonna happen to the game in the upcoming patch here. So, what do we have? What do we have here? In the 4th week of January, the official opening of the world boss and the improved rewards you have been waiting for will arrive. So the 4th week of January, so it should be on the next patch. So see these changes below, or maybe it's now. Yeah, maybe it's now. So the changes are below here. We also have information about the newest hero, Ambitious Tywin, ML Tywin, that will be entering the Mystic Summon rotation. Plus, there are also new convenience changes that await you. I was actually just filming the developers notes, the first developers notes for 2020, and I'm gonna be posting them right after this video because I have everything ready for posting the patch notes video. But man, there's a lot of exciting stuff and stuff that we've been asking for, man. AKA homemade snack being removed from the game. We can auto repeat battles without requiring any currency. That's so good, man. That's so good. We've been asking for that. We wondered why it actually costed homemade snack to do auto repeat. It did sound too good to be true to have auto repeat, but we will have it. We will have it. And yo, I'm super pumped about it. Playing 3 accounts is definitely rough, but now it will simplify things. Okay, without further ado, let's begin these patch notes here. World boss official opening. Yeah, the developers notes, I just went through them, and I was saying at the end that there is a lot of stuff that I feel like will be implemented in the patch notes here. So let's see if they are here. Okay, first the boss with support. Fight the boss with support from your guild members and the revamped world boss. How to unlock world boss? Account rank 50 and higher can access it. And you must be part of a guild. Supporters must be assigned for each enhanced element and each of the 4 slots. Players will not be able to select 2 heroes of the same element. Wait, so guild members can actually select a hero of each element for each role. Yo, that will simplify things so much and will boost how many points you can obtain in there. That's why they are actually improving, like increasing how many points you actually need to reach certain ranks, and they are improving the rewards as well as taking out some of the crappy reward. So that's very cool, very cool. So what do we have here? When assigning heroes per enhanced element, player will be able to select hero that they have assigned previously for another enhanced element. Players will be able to tap the auto assign button, which will automatically create a suitable team according to the element and combat power. Heroes who have been selected as supporters cannot be transmitted or used as enhancement material. Okay, so we see here that is the fire element, and there's all the RGB element plus light and dark. And you can actually, okay, that's it. You're gonna be able to set up 5 teams, and the team, it's gonna be the team that's gonna be used depending on the element of the boss, the element that counters the boss or whatever, for each time the world boss is available. So very cool, but you only have 4 slots, and you can only select, yeah, you can double up on rolls, but not higher than double, I believe. So yeah, because that's how it's been in the game right now, and that's what we see in the screenshot, and I believe that's what they said in the stuff I read before. Since the enhanced element changes periodically, players will have to assign different supporters per element. Heroes that have been assigned as supporters will be used by fellow members of your guild during world boss battles. Players will only be able to use specific supporters once a day. Up to 3 fellow guild members can use a certain supporters in one day. Up to 3 fellow guild members can use a certain supporter in one day. Oh, okay. Players may not use the same supporter repeatedly, with a maximum of 1 use of particular hero per day. So this will reset based on your server reset time. I don't think that it actually changes. It's the same as before. If a player is unable to select a fellow guild member supporter, they will be able to use NPC supporters. There will be no limit when using NPC supporters. So I mean, try to get in a good guild if you're in one that is that doesn't have too many members. Maybe they are inactive. Maybe they didn't set. Their supporters. So yeah, you might want to move on to a guild that is more active. So because it will help you to get more and better rewards as well. So for the rewards, the guild member who lent a supporter which was used by a fellow guild member will earn Commander's Armband ×5, proportional to the number of times a supporter was used. After entering the world boss main screen, players will view a pop-up window. Is there a reward that have not yet been received? Rewards for a world boss battle can only be received from the end of the world boss battle to the end of the next world boss battle. Supporter rewards will be reset when the new world boss battle is completed, so please be sure to receive your reward within the specified time. I mean, it's good. Commander's Armband is a currency that is harder to obtain, and yeah, so set like strong supporters so you can actually get a decent amount of those, and so a lot of your guild members are using your heroes. Supporter selection, and what do we have here? The screen will only display supporters from your guild members. Heroes that you have already used and heroes that you have already been have been selected 3 times will not be displayed. Supporters that have not been selected for 3 or more days will not be displayed. Selectable supporters from your guild members will display 5 teams, and tap more button at the bottom of the screen to see additional supporters. NPC supporter selection. Yeah, if there's no guild member supporter, then the NPC supporter will be displayed. NPC supporters can be selected without any restrictions. Role boss rewards. So they are being improved. The availability of guild member supporters will allow heirs to achieve a higher rank. Therefore, the world boss grades and evaluation criteria will be adjusted. So we can see that there is some new ranks. I mean, there's the A+, S+, double, and triple S+ being added, and it does require more points, as well as the ranks that are already in the game now. They do require a higher amount of points, but yeah, if you're in a guild with guild members that have strong supporters, it's definitely going to help you a lot there. I'm sure the CP is going to be much higher, and you might want to like use more heroes that meet the element, the right element, even though they're not built and their CP is not high. Because you want to multiply the your strongest team. Maybe you have 4 heroes that are perfect for the world boss. They have high CP. Maybe the other 2 teams, you have more heroes that meet the element to get a boost. And it will boost your strong heroes as well as your guild supporter heroes, which will have high CP, hopefully, for you. So yeah, gold rewards earned in all grades will be increased. The probability of receiving equipment conversion gems will be increased. That's good. And the gold reward increase is actually quite high, and it's 150% more than it was before, which is very good. Common runes and homemade snacks will be deleted because, like I talked about, the homemade snacks are being removed from the game because the auto repeat function will not require homemade snack anymore. Thank God. So, and the common runes, I mean, like, who cares about that? It's they're common runes, so why were they there in the first place? Anyways, they're being removed. Brave Crest rewards will be added. For rank double S and higher, only level 85 equipment will be awarded. Very cool. The probability of receiving currencies for elemental summon will be increased. That's all good. That's very cool. Weekly contributions will be displayed for the world boss starting from the January the 27th. Heirs who have consistently battled the world boss can earn additional contribution rewards based on their weekly contribution. So there's going to be a 2 different chests that we can obtain. They're going to talk about it here. Equipment conversion, gem chest, if you reach 25 million points and up, and for 40 million points and up, you get a selection chest for equipment conversion gem, which is way more sought after than just a random equipment conversion gem chest, of course. So we can see them on the right side here, and you're gonna be able to see your progress here during the week. So you might want to improve your roster of heroes, and it's gonna be more fun. I mean, we're getting better rewards, so now's the time to really get as many points as possible. But I feel like, maybe if you do reach that 40 million in 1 week, then you're pretty much set. You don't have to like go crazy about the world boss. Contribution points earned from world boss battles are cumulative, so it resets every Monday based on your server's reset time. Here they are. Guild weekly missions added. A world boss weekly mission will be added after the official opening of the world boss. World boss weekly missions will be categorized along with Labyrinth, Spirit Altar, Hunt, and Arena, and players will be given random 2 amongst these missions. Okay. The missions are better than how it was during global launch, so that's good. When accessing the world boss the first time without having a supporter hero assigned, a tutorial will begin. The changes that have been applied to the official opening will be added to the help section. Detailed information about the current world boss system can be seen here. Well, okay. Bellona and Iron Fan drop rate up. Man, Bellona is extremely strong in PvE. Can definitely be used in PvP as well. Being a hero that can be used in multiple areas of the game, is definitely worthy of your Molagoras, and this hero is definitely top tier when it comes to PvE, especially with her skill 1 that deals damage based on the target's max health, and it scales with your crit chance, crit damage. If the target has defense down debuff, it will roughly like double the damage that you're dealing, and that's amazing. That's really powerful. She does simplify things in the Abyss, but in all sorts of PvE content where, of course, she's not at a elemental disadvantage, of course. But an amazing hero. Here's your chance to obtain her. Iron Fan is used the most in Banshee one-shot teams, and that is an artifact that allow you to need a much lower amount of stats to actually one-shot the Banshee. So here's your chance if you want 1 or more of those Iron Fan. And to be honest, I don't know about one-shot team. Maybe I try to get it, but I have Bellona across all of my 3 accounts. So yeah, I'll just eventually pull Iron Fan on the accounts where I don't have it. So anyways, she's gonna be up for 1 week. The problem is the heroes that have been showing up in the banners as of late. A lot of Earth heroes, but the thing is, it's been a constant stream of heroes that are like pretty solid, I would say. And especially Charles, man, an amazing hero. DN, if you didn't have her, you might be low on Covenant Bookmarks. So anyways, you might just end up pulling her randomly later down the line. But if you can't do the pity, I feel like it's kind of wasteful to just not have enough Covenant Bookmarks to go all the way to 605 to do 121 pulls. But maybe you want to try your luck. It's just that you might just not get her. It's a possibility, so it's a chance that you have to take. I just don't recommend you going in there if you can't guarantee getting her. So, and of course the artifact, you can't pity the artifact. So you might go 1,000 Covenant Bookmarks in there and not even get it. The Iron Fan, you can just buy it. You can just buy it from the Powder of Knowledge shop. So, or you might pull it while doing Mystic Summons if it ends up being there while you want the ML natural 5-star, maybe 4-star that is featured. But talking about ML, 5-star, we got the new 5-star hero, Ambitious Tywin. He has arrived, and he's of the light element. Ambitious Tywin, who we had previously featured on the Korean Epic 7 live stream, is finally here. Ambitious Tywin is a light elemental knight who dispels all debuffs from all allies, steals souls, and contains the enemy with various debuffs. Players can obtain Ambitious Tywin through Mystic, Covenant, and Moonlight summons. So, hero introduction, I'm not going to go in there, but let's look at his skills. Okay, so Sagittarius. Do I want to go over this stuff here? Maybe just straight up go in the skills here. So, skill 1 attacks with a sword, my god, with a 60% chance to provoke for 1 turn, removes 4 souls from the opponent, damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. I like heroes that scale based on max health because you can increase their survival as well as increase their damage. His multipliers, they're probably not so high. It's not going to be a hero that you're going to be cleaving with because when you have a lot of utilities on a hero, especially one that scales off of max health, then yeah, it's usually not the case that, I mean, you're not going to be able to do so much damage. But since he can remove 4 souls on skill 1, that means you want him to have like Elbrus Ritual Sword, because if your teammates are being attacked, you have a 15 to 20% chance per ally to trigger it if they're hitting everyone on your team. And if you're going in there against, I mean, you can set him up on your defense, and then like if they're gonna come in and cleave you, then there's a chance that Elbrus Ritual Sword triggers, but there's also the chance that if you equip him with the counter set, then you have more chances to trigger a counter, right? And so you use skill 1 from the counter, and you might be able to cut in between, but the thing is, let's say a Judge Kisei, right? She's gonna just, I mean, auxiliary law is gonna boost her, and then you'll have like they'll have the souls, or if you're using her, you'll have the souls, and then you're gonna like soul burn skill 2, so you get the extra turn to use skill 3. But the thing is, you already used the souls, so there's that. But if let's say they're coming in to cleave you with you know, Tywin that you know, uses what's called skill 3, gets an extra turn and uses skill 2, well, you could with this hero trigger his skill 1 with a counter attack, because skill 3 applies defense break and it attacks, so you might be able to stop him. Yeah, you might be able to not stop him, but I mean, if he doesn't have immunity set, you might be able to stun him. Let's say wait, how are you stunning him? You'll be able to provoke him. So there's that. But the biggest thing is, if they're using Tywin, you're going to be able to remove souls before their cleaver goes, so they cannot use the soul burn to increase their damage. Or maybe it's going to be like Judge Kisei, it's going to be with Tywin, and then she's not going to be able to have her souls to be able to soul burn S2 and to S3. So it's not going to affect every cleave team, and if they're coming in here against you and they're not even cleaving, then you're losing a lot of strength there with this hero. So anyways, let's move on here. Effect chance increases by 15%, so 75% chance to provoke. It's not 100% chance like on Cecilia, but I mean, you are removing 4 souls, which is very powerful. So the passive skill 2 has a 75% chance to dispel 1 debuff from all allies when the caster is debuffed after being attacked. Can only activate once per turn. So what this thing means is, first, well, you can increase this thing to 100% chance to dispel 1 debuff from all allies when the caster is debuffed. So first, this hero needs to be debuffed. So you don't want to wear an immunity set because you want him to be debuffed. But anyways, maybe you want to wear an immunity set because initially you don't want to be interrupted, and you want to, let's say you have Elbrus and counter set, you want him to potentially provoke and steal their soul. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So you need to be debuffed, and then If you get hit after that, well, yeah, you dispel 1 debuff off of all your allies. So yeah, if there's a defense down, removing that will definitely mess up the enemy's cleave. So that's good, but it's not happening instantly as you receive the debuff. From the wording of this thing, you need to be attacked after being debuffed, unless the skill applies the debuff and then does the damage. But it's not the case. It's not the case. The damage is being dealt first and then the debuff is being applied, because skills that apply defense down would be so strong. If the debuff was applied and then the damage was dealt, that would be ridiculous. Attacks all enemies with an instant Sword Storm with a 65% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. And after Awakening, attacks all enemies with an instant Sword Storm with a 75% chance each to decrease speed and make them unhealable for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. The Soul Burn is skill cooldown is decreased by 2 turns for only 10 souls. That's good. It's a 5-turn cooldown, -1 turn. It's a 4-turn cooldown. So yeah, you can use it twice as much if you Soul Burn. And the thing is, those debuff, yes, decrease speed. It's just a reduction of 30% of their speed. Nothing insane. And the unhealable, I mean, if they're coming in there to cleave you, this will not, like, I don't know, if you're cutting in or something like that and you want to like stop their damage, that's not gonna be the skill for that. So yeah, I don't, he's definitely niche. It's not a hero that you just put in your group and then you're gonna be winning all the time. It's for a yeah, he fills a niche role, you know, for specific encounters against cleave teams. You might want to pick him in real-time arena. There's a lot of cleaving going on in there in high tier PvP, high ranking. But yeah, it's a natural 5-star hero. And well, you need to first get him. You need to invest your Molagoras. You need to have the gear on him. And then, well, yeah, he's going to help you, but in specific scenarios. Not a hero that you just use in multiple areas of the game. So 6 types of new 4-star artifacts added. 6 types. So these artifacts, let's see what they actually do. You can obtain them through Covenant summons, drop rate up summons, and artifact summon tickets. Ranger, Andrus Crossbow. This thing for Ranger only, of course. Between, well, let's say 75% chance at plus 15 to up to 100% chance to remove 2 souls after a single attack. Okay, so more of those, this mechanic. There's Assassin Sid, there's ML Tywin. Now there is this artifact, but it needs to be a single attack. It cannot be an AoE attack. So yeah, there's that. And that's pretty good. Like, you can control the amount of souls that the enemy has, and this is 100% chance too. It's 100% chance. So very, very cool. Warrior artifact, Sepulchrum. This thing, okay, a lot of stuff in there. Let's read the final effect. Decreases damage taken by 8%. Effect increases by 8% with each attack suffered and can stack up to 3 times. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. The effect reset, wait, at the, I don't know when this effect resets, but okay, so basically every time you suffer an attack, the effect goes up, and it's a damage reduction, damage taken reduction. Initially by 8%, when it's max, it's 6. It's gonna be 6% if you're at plus 15. If you only have 1 copy. So since it stacks 3 times, that is 24% plus another 8%. So 32% damage reduction when this thing is max, when it's powered up. And it's for warriors, so you could use this without needing a knight with Aureus in the team, or that light golem that has damage reduction as well. But that's good. That makes you more flexible when you build your teams. If you want to build your warrior more like squishy, the thing is, that thing is not fully built up. You know, you need to take some hits, so it might be more for PvE or for maybe a guild war that you feel like the damage is not going to be, the incoming damage is not going to be so high. So what is this? This is the rest? I thought they'd show maybe the rest of the text in here. Oh yes, there it is. The effect resets at the beginning of the caster's turn. Oh. That's, my god. Okay, so it's gonna reset every time. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I mean, this is like if they are cleaving you or trying to focus fire you, then yeah, it's gonna do some damage reduction. I don't really like it. It just takes too long to build up, and every time you go, you lose the effect, but you still have the base of like 8% if it's maxed. Don't really like it. Knight artifact, Steadfast Gatekeeper. What does this thing do? Increase combat readiness of the caster by 8% when attacked by a skill that targets all allies. So AoE will increase your combat readiness by 8% when this thing is maxed. You might be able to cut in with an artifact like this, which will allow you to disrupt the enemy team, which is, yeah, I mean, it's good. 8% combat readiness when this thing's maxed is actually quite a decent amount. If you have a lot of speed, you can definitely cut in with an artifact like this. If they're cleaving you, maybe one AoE might not be enough, and then on the second one, a second cleave, and if you're about to cut in now, it might be a bit too late. That's the thing. These artifacts are 4-star. T 4-star artifact, Silver Rain. 100% chance to increase attack of a random ally, except for the caster for 2 turns after using a non-attack skill. So Thief, and it needs to be like a buff. It's 100% chance to increase attack of a random ally. Well, you know it's not going to be for you, and that's not bad. There could be scenarios, especially in Guild Wars, where you could sort of rely on, well, it's not to rely, but you're going to have 2 other allies. So 50-50 that maybe both of them can use an attack buff. I'm sure there's going to be some use for this one. Mage, Bartez's Orbuculum. Bartez's Orbuculum. Okay. This is special. Okay, this has 20% chance to decrease damage received when attacked by 50%. Oh my god. 20% chance to decrease damage received when attacked by 50%. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. It's a chance. It's a chance. It's kind of too low, but the damage reduction is quite huge. 50%. Another type of like RNG thing being added to the game. But I feel like the chance is just too low. But you could have Aureus, you know, in the group already, and this is gonna be an extra, like, it's gonna be a chance for you to have even more damage reduction. Okay, it's interesting, but the chance is too low, kind of. I mean, if you really want that extra survival, you're kind of desperate for it. I feel like they're just like, yeah, if you already have Aureus. The thing is, Aureus is 20% when it's maxed. It's between, wait, is it? I might be a bit confused here. I could check it out. So Knight, Aureus, it's yeah, it's 20% only. So from 20 to 50%, that's quite a big difference. It's just that it's not reliable. So Weaver, 4-star artifact called Eternus. This thing increases combat readiness of the caster by 8% when a debuffed ally, except for the caster, starts a turn. Oh, I mean, it could be useful. It's just that when you have debuffs, it's not something that you want to keep on your team for too long. But let's say your Soul Weaver, most of the Soul Weaver, like I guess all Soul Weavers have a low amount of speed. Maybe your Soul Weaver goes near, like later, like after your team. And anyways, maybe during the battle, there's yeah, maybe your Soul Weaver is a cleanser, maybe, because it says increase combat units of the caster by 8% when debuffed ally, except for the caster starts the turn. So you could have it on a dispeller that has high effect resistance, and when an ally has debuffs and their turn is starting, that will allow you to go more often with your cleanser. So it could be useful. 8% is not bad. It does have its use, but I feel like there's just better Soul Weaver's artifacts that are, you know, that don't have conditions like that. They're just happening. Labyrinth Improvements Part 1. Players will be able to earn rewards when they defeat the first boss in Raid Labyrinth normal difficulty. Players will be able to view the rewards obtained by killing each boss in Raid Labyrinth normal difficulty by tapping the main reward button. Okay, let's see them. I need to speed through this because there's a lot of information left, it looks like. Devour a Rakan. These are the items that are guaranteed to be obtained on the first kill. I mean, first kill after the update. And there's a camping improvement. You cannot go in the negative anymore. So that's very good. And you can see like what's going to be happening. If all of your allies, it's positive, then like maybe you don't want to go through a hero, you know, a morale, camping morale simulator. Maybe you want to just check it out in the game how it's going to be. But it's not going to give you the values, but at least you're going to see if each heroes interact like if they're positive to your camping line. I guess they're not showing the stats on this. It might make the patch notes too big, but we'll see them in the game. Shop, bulk purchase improvements. Now you can just slide this thing and just purchase more of one thing. I mean, maybe you want to get more energy for some reason, but I feel like it's when they showed in the developers notes, it's for buying charms in bulk with ancient coins. That's definitely something that is really nice. So yeah, and you can buy 100 of one thing in one shot, up to 100. Okay. I'm not gonna go through this. Equipment and artifact sorting improvements. Sort by max enhance added. Equipment and artifact. The max enhance filter will be added. Oh, that's good. Before, like, I would do it by experience, which kind of sorts by, you know, sort of how high the item, the artifact is enhanced. But the experience is lower for like 3 and 4 star artifacts versus 5 star, even though the enhancement level might be what's it called, higher than, yeah. Additional equipment sorting added. What do we have? Ooh, wow, that's specific. That's very good. I love this. I love this. It's gonna be so much easier to sort through your inventory with this thing. If you're looking for parts of your gear, if you want to compare items, if you have some gear at like +9 and you're like, which one's the next one that I'm gonna be powering up or something like that to see what I get at +12, if it's a heroic or something like that. Anyways, there's so many scenarios, right? Yeah, you can just use this sorting. Very cool. Eligible areas. Selling equipment, inventory, equipping, unequipping, charm crafting, alchemist steeple, charm crafting, equipment conversion crafting. Additional artifact sorting added. What is it? By class. Okay. World Arena improvements and fixes. Quick menu. When tapping Arena from the quick menu, improvements have been made so that players will immediately be able to start Arena or World Arena. Yeah, if you did it from the menu here, it just went into the Arena. You had to do it from the lobby, I believe, for you to see the World Arena. Hero timeout improvement. Hero selection phase. What's changed here? Select a hero to use and tap the select button. Hero selected. Okay, that's it. Well, like, the thing is, if you didn't select the hero in time, you it was the hero at the top of the list. So if you're sorting by CP and you know, your highest CP hero is gonna be selected automatically if you timed out. But now it's gonna be the hero that you are on. So that's much better. That's much better. And it says select a hero to use and tab. Now, if you do not select a hero to use or the selected hero is not eligible when the timer reaches 0, the hero with the highest CP will be selected. Wait a second. The hero that you have currently selected will be chosen. That's it. It says the highest CP is selected. If multiple heroes have the same CP, then one will be selected at random. But it looks like maybe if you are over a hero, it will like select that one, you know, when it reaches. Anyways, yeah, something like that. Ban phase. Do I even have time to go through this stuff? What is left? What is left here? A few things here. Small improvements packs. Storage. What is this? My god, there's a lot of stuff here, but it's small changes, it looks like. Let me try to go through it quickly. When a hero has been selected and complete button has been tapped, the hero that has been selected will be banned. The hero that has been selected will be banned. So if you didn't like press the select button, maybe the one you pressed but you didn't press the select button yet will be the one being banned. Or the last check is like if you didn't select nothing, you didn't press on anything, then it's gonna be random. Team formation phase. Anyway, it's gonna help you to if you're too slow to do a better decision for you, I guess, depending if you were yeah. Anyways, progress bar, time gauge improvements. Oh, okay, that's good. Not only there's a timer, but there's that time gauge there. That's good. System messages will be added depending on the situation. If someone leave, connection to the server has been lost. The opponent connection to the server has been lost. The battle time limit has been exceeded. Battle result button added. Oh, so I guess we're going to be able to see the damage, the healing, the damage being taken as well. Additional fixes and improvements. Emoji stuff. Arena, World Arena participation count toward the... Oh, okay. World Arena participation counts toward the arena in Three Sisters Diary. Improvements will be made so that the abnormal closing of the game are not counted. Okay, issues fixed here. Reputation UI restructuring. Okay, receive all for your dailies now instead of pressing receive each. Upgrade lasting effect. Not quite sure what that is. Players will be able to view the lasting effect for each repetition on the left side of the screen. Yeah, maybe that's a progress bar toward the next lasting effect. Other improvements and fixes. Isaria skin will be added to the skin shop. Pack here. Veteran pack 1 and 2 being added. Storage. A function will be added so that our heirs can directly transmit and sell heroes and artifacts from storage. That's very good. Please be cautious when using the transmit/sell function, since heroes and artifacts, once transmitted, sold, cannot be recovered. That's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, it's definitely gonna speed things up. Improvements and fixes regarding hero graphic display. Okay, well, those are like minor things, but it's good that they are being documented. Other improvements and fixes related to heroes. There was an issue for heroes with immortality abilities such as Kairon and Sven where they did not revive when they have unable to be buff, debuff, and revive buff. This issue will be resolved so that these heroes can revive according to revive buff mechanism. Okay. Small bugs, I guess. Maybe some are bigger than other. Maybe they've been in the game for a long time, and some of you guys been asking for a fix there. Improvements and fixes related to monsters. Hermit Mage and Pro. Okay, small things here. What is this? An improvement will be made so that the display of open dungeon for hunts and spirit altar are more self-explanatory. Well, if there is something huge that I missed, which I kind of doubt, because these are small fixes, and if they are big fixes or pretty major, they would be shown like higher in the patch notes, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Removal of, yeah, some players had duplicates of Ras because of the waiting room. There was some bug there. But anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon to be notified whenever I release a new video, and check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. I got playlists of all sorts for PvE and PvP, Arena, Guild Wars, World Arena. I got guides, tips, and how-tos. I got Abyss Floor 62 plus. Also for my early game players to mid game players, I got best starter guides with tips for fast progression. So if you want to help you do the right choices, you know, as you progress in the game, yeah, speed up your progression basically. Also, I got a Discord server. We have almost 8,000 members. So if you have questions, if you want to share stuff about the game or even about other games, then feel free to join us. And it's in the description. So thanks again for watching. That's really it for this one. Let us know what you think about these patch notes and also the developers notes. I'll post that after this one. So that's really it for this one. Peace out for now.